Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to present to you and formally introduce Bob, Cas, and Arthur, the Play No Games podcast.
It's your favorite podcast. When we talk about real life and exchange a few laughs, we sticking to our path. When you find understanding, just know that will never last. We ain't here to play no game.
Popping you guys, it's Cartier Bob back here again to give you another installment of the Play No Games podcast
/ show.
Okay.
Yep. See? Yep. Take forward here though again.
It's Cas.
And if you like what you're doing, you want to join our tribe, if you want to help grow the tribe, like, comment, subscribe, and right above here, $ herobob. Help grow. We need all the sustenance.
Donations.
If Umar can do it, so can we.
Facts. And we'll throw in a date with Kaz once again.
Yeah.
For $100, I'll take you on a date.
Whoa. Oh, you gonna take them?
They can take me out if they want. We'll let them choose.
Can they comb your beard? It's looking nice.
It is coming through a little bit.
I know.
I trimmed it last week. It's coming through this week. I was gonna ask you actually. Are you a beard oil guy?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have beard oil. I have to use it at a certain point when it gets too long because it just dries out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
I always hit a wall.
Shameless plug-in. If you are a guy who has a lengthier beard, Scotch Porter, especially if you're a man of color, has great products. I've been using them for a few years now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good to know.
Black gold. Anywho, we'll talk. I'm gonna talk to you about this later. It's been working well for me since. But anyway, that's not here or there. All right. Well, since I'm the one talking, our first segment. What do you play no games about? Tay?
Damn. I might have to pass this off for just a second while I formulate my thoughts. That's cool.
All right, yeah, I'll start. So what I'm playing no games about is living alone. I have officially living alone for the first time. Moved in this past weekend, and I'm not lonely. That was my big fear, I guess. First time in my life. I thought I'd be a little lonely. I'm not. I found that I've adjusted to it well. I will say, first day, plumbing didn't work. The main pipeline for the plumbing to the house busted. So couldn't flush for 2 days.
And not to give out your drop, but do you work from home?
I do work from home. Yes.
Okay. As someone who lives alone, likewise, and I do work from home, I would say just build in walks or activity just to force yourself outside to touch some grass.
100%. Like on Monday, I went for a walk in the local park. I think that's really good advice. But it's been good. I'm enjoying it, man. I'm enjoying it, especially I'm in a new neighborhood, somewhere knows pretty well. Mm-hmm. We won't give away the address or anything, but
Rob knows pretty well.
We'll just say
I'm more stamped in that section than he is.
Oh damn! But you don't really live in that neighborhood anymore, do you?
No, I've on the bigger and better things.
Bigger and better thing. Okay.
I came back.
You never went anywhere.
I did.
Where'd you go? Oh, to college? Well, so did he.
So did I. Like, come on, bro.
You can't read.
Anyways,
that's what I'm playing no games about.
Okay.
Yeah.
One thing I play no games about, I was talking with my mans about this earlier today. If a woman says she wants to cook for me, if the first time that meal is spaghetti, I almost assume she hates me.
Even if it's good spaghetti?
Bro, like that,
Or if
like
it's handmade spaghetti.
it's like two different reasons why I say I assume she hates me. One, the old
I was gonna go there.
little drop in the, you know what I mean?
Little drop up. That kitty cat.
Yeah. That's one. So it's either one, I'm gonna think you trying to pull some hoodoo on me, or two, that is the laziest meal. Just browning some ground beef and boiling some noodles.
It's not.
That is I swear to God, bro. That is I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I'd almost rather her say I pulled up at Shorty's crib and she was like, "Oh, I made some spaghetti yesterday. You want me to reheat it?" I'd almost take that versus you just intentionally be like, "Oh yeah, this is what I got it."
If I would get a meal from a chick, I would want for her to start simple, because if she's going straight balls to the walls, I know I'm not getting that. If you getting salmon,
Is she actually making the sauce, or is she using just a store-bought jar sauce? Because if she's making the sauce, that's going to actually put in that she's making some love behind it. But if she's doing the store-bought jar sauce, then
I guess that does. That does add a little different wrinkle. So I'll stall her out for that.
thank you.
Yeah.
Like you gotta adjust to somebody's taste buds, because I'm gonna take this a little further.
Nah,
I'm gonna take this a little further.
that's a clear sign we incompatible.
No, I'm gonna take this a little further. So many people are used to mom's home cooking. So my thing is, you gotta have a different taste buds, you know.
Real.
So you start.
So you talking
small.
about mom's home cooking? I cook.
Okay. But what are you about to say, Klaus?
I know we got some mutuals. I know you seen that brunch I had on my.
I know.
Yeah,
That's why I told you I was sad, because I will say this: when it comes to intimate parties, you're definitely top 5.
Appreciate that.
He's top 5, and that's not
Okay.
because you're on here. Top 5 events.
Respect. Okay, respect.
What are you about to say to this bullshit?
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I don't know. I'm a picky eater, and I'll take a spaghetti.
Okay.
Like, I can't hate on that if she's making it. Now, if she pulled out some salmon after I told her I don't like salmon, that's more of a problem to me.
Oh yeah, no, that would be crazy. That just means you actually must hate me or just
Exactly.
don't listen to anything I say. But all right, go
Oh
ahead.
no, actually, finish your thought. I have a side question to this.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, if say for your situation, you're alert or you don't care for salmon,
Yeah.
I don't. Let me ask you, Rob, would you not be more wowed if out the gate she's like, I want to make you something and it was like some beef Wellington?
No, it's a front.
How's that friend?
It's a front.
They trap you.
I'm not exactly. I'm gonna get the spaghetti meal 4 or 5 months down the line when we busy, and not that. So give me what I'm usually gonna get: the spaghetti.
Don't. Yeah.
Well, how often are you actually cook? Well, I guess if you're living with somebody, that can be a little different. But if you're not, how often are you actually cooking for each other?
You know, respectfully, because sometimes I don't show all the things I be doing. You know what I'm saying? You get them on a nice schedule, being like, all right, I'm gonna cook on Friday. You gonna cook on Wednesday, Tuesday. So
I feel you. It's just hard for me to like just designate that with my life because so much stuff pops up. Like hell, even today, we had the pod, but somebody hit me last minute like, hey, I got tickets to the Blazer game, section 109 or something.
I love that he dropped the section in there.
I was like, it was like I came here and I could have went to a Blazer game, and then also I'm sitting here.
I'm not missing the game already. Look, it's 7:49.
Eight guys are out injured.
They got about 8 more minutes before this shit get out of hand.
That's the Blazer. That's Blazer
funny.
targeted.
I was gonna ask you guys: have you ever told a girl you don't like their cooking?
Yes.
Yeah, I did that once. Big mistake.
Yes. I have lied before or just like, see,
It's just not worth it.
I used to be a picky eater when I was younger. I feel like now my palate is way more expensive. I've gotten to the point where I can just eat my way through some shit, like just drink some water here and there and just get through a meal. But I don't have too much of a poker face when it comes to food. You'll know whether or not I think some shit is great or I'm just eating this just to get through the day.
Yeah,
So,
100%.
It's a sport. Sometimes my partner likes when I try new food because they'll know. Like we were at this like Italian. No, who makes the ice cream? Italians, right?
What ice cream? Gelato?
my gelato.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Italian.
And I was trying some. I was like, disgusting. I had the person laughing. Or like, it was so natural. I was like, this is disgusting. And she was like, you can't say that. I was like, I'm not gonna lie. But I remember one time with one of my exes, right? She was doing some like weird European salad thing, and then she had some peaches that went with it. And I was like, this ain't holes. I don't want none of that shit. And I was like, that was so disrespectful. It just came close to my mind. I was like, why would I say that? So I've said some things.
Yeah.
Well, you can't rock with no peaches in a salad.
No. Like I told her, this ain't holes. I don't want none of that.
What was the sauce? Like a basmati?
It was
Or
just like- it was just like-
Balsamic.
It was just like an extra wild salad for no reason.
Yeah.
What you like a chopped salad with some ranch type of guy?
Actually, I got made. We were talking about Jeff. We were talking about where I went to school. I had a nickname at Jeff. I was Dry Salad Man. I would always I wasn't always like this. Now I'm in shape. But they call me dry salad man because from sophomore year to senior year, I would always come to school with chicken and lettuce, and that was my salad.
So Caesar salad with no dressing.
No dressing.
No dressing.
Dry salad, man.
Impressive. What flavor of gelato did you go with?
Lemon.
Oh. You didn't get hazelnut or pistachio?
No.
Those are the only two good gelato flavors.
But they made it into like a nice flour, which was like presentation.
Okay.
Well, I mixed it with cookies and cream.
And where was that at?
Huh?
Where was that at?
You're funny as hell.
Well, so we can recommend it. A small business.
Where you stay again?
Where you staying again?
And you know what I'm playing no games about?
What?
Are y'all gonna tell me out? Michelle Williams,
I don't know.
Destiny Child.
I don't
I
know.
saw she was involved in some ad or something.
Yes.
What was it?
I think it was Grubhub.
Oh, that's fire. That's fire.
And the ad was her like playing with nobody knows who she is as the third Destiny Child's member. And like, I love that. And the reason why I want to play no games about that is because sometimes when you get famous and things like that, or you try to deal with like negativity, the best way to do is like lean in. And like, it was so dope to see her lean into that.
You said Meek needs to do what?
Lean in.
Okay.
I'm gay. Meek Mills. But he did respond to Andrew Schultz about that.
Oh yeah, no, that shit was hilarious. But yeah, I think one thing that celebrities sometimes get caught up in, they start to take themselves too serious.
Thank
and
you.
the fact that she could laugh within this joke that Black Twitter has always had, like, oh, you're the Michelle, like, no, I'm a multi-platinum selling artist, part of one of the most legendary R&B women groups of all time. Fuck it, what the fuck can Rob or Tay or Kaz really say to me,
And I think that's why interviews and stuff are so tense now, because you just can't say nothing to disrupt the guests. We're like, be so dope, and it's not going to happen. I would love for Kevin Hart to go on Club Shay Shay to just speak his perspective, not go at Kat, be like, this is what's going on, but like everyone wants to be seen in like such a like perfect light. Yeah. Where it's kind of like you can't even take a joke at yourself with a lot of this stuff. Where like it's just.
And another reason why I wouldn't want to see him on that platform, ideally I would, is just that one, I know I'm gonna get some very PC type of answers because he has different brands that he has to worry about maintaining, and also it's just gonna be a back and forth between him and Kat versus like just a honest conversation.
And that's annoying with Kevin Hart because I feel like if you were actually just get him in a room and he was like natural, he's probably a really funny guy.
Yeah.
Just naturally funny. But he's like The Rock too. He's corporate. Like he's a brand.
Yeah.
You can't talk to The Rock about anything.
No, the difference is between me and Kat, I had to work. Like, all right, bro.
And I think for me, the piece that is a bit confusing where I understand that he's like independent, but once again, it's almost like what, Serena's, what do you call it? Father was saying, like, show up money, like y'all showing to see me, like Kevin Hart is a staple. So the organization should be clamoring to work with him because of all the things he embodies. This mindset, this scarcity mindset. If I'm being honest with you, like, if I do this, then Gap is gonna go away. You don't think there will be another business that will want to like work with you? Like, obviously, they're not saying no Nazi stuff or like ridiculousness. We're just kind of like, I just don't do that. So I just find it weird. Like when you get that big, you're so scared to lose it.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy too coming from his position because he probably did the most taboo no that you can do. I'm not gonna repeat what he tweeted some years ago, but it made him lose his Oscar hosting, and the fact that if you can survive that in 2024, you can survive anything. So, but it's a very important month this month, gentlemen. Women's History Month.
Yes.
Yeah.
With that, there's been a lot of conversation going on about guard Caitlin Clark at University of Iowa. As I'm sure both of you and all the viewers know, she's really been tearing it up the last couple of years at Iowa. Last year was able to lead her team to the national title game. Came up a little short against LSU, but this year, they're back in their bag. Right now, it's looking like she's probably the leading candidate for National Player of the Year. Most recently, she broke Pistol Pete Maravich's record for the NC2A Division One all-time scoring record. Turns out, and Fat Dragon, please look this up for me. There was actually a black woman. I want to say she played in the 70s that actually has scored over 4,000 points, but because I think the NC2A wasn't a organization or just any like recognized body, I don't think she's actually included in the total. But there has been a player, and a black woman specifically, that scored more than her. I'm blanking on her name right now. But really, just to bring all this up, there's a lot of controversy as far as, are people giving her too much of attention? Why are we almost treating her like some Taylor Swift shit? I saw some people who were complaining about Travis Scott being at her game. Like, bro, she's a baller.
And Jake from State Farm.
That
motherfucker's everywhere. I don't like it. Get him out of there.
Hater.
Fact checking.
Fat Dragon.
1970s, Pearl Moore
Yep.
played for Francis Marion College in the late 1970s.
Fire.
She sets the record by scoring 4,061 points.
Oh, that's a lot of buckets. But that's neither here nor there. But do y'all feel like we've gotten to a point now where, at least in the college basketball realm, the women's game is almost drawing just as much attention, if not more, than the men's?
100%. I think Caitlin Clark is the biggest star in college basketball, men or women. Like, name who's the best college basketball player right now on the men's side?
Shit.
He's probably going now.
Like Cody Williams from Colorado, maybe.
Maybe
The guy from Duke.
Like, if you're asking me the best guy playing versus who I think will be the best in the league, it's two different questions. Because I think, like, Rob Dillingham from Kentucky, the guard, I think he probably will translate the best any of the guys in the upcoming draft. And it's sad I'm saying this as someone who watches college basketball. The big from Purdue, he won National Player of the Year last year.
Etnies.
That kind of goes to your point of how low the social profile is of guys on the men's side versus with the women. We have Caitlin, Angel Reese, Aaliyah Boston, Paige Buckner over in UConn, and so forth and so forth. Juju 100%. Watkins.
Yep. No, 100%. And I would put the blame on that. Not that it's a bad thing that Caitlin Clark is the star of college basketball, but if you look at now on the men's side, there's so many avenues that guys can go. As we were aware, the G League, international guys. Like, the first 5 guys taken in this year's draft are going to be international guys.
Yeah.
Because of
that's why it's looking like it.
The way the development works overseas is better, and then just the way the college game and AAU have kind of muddied the water. The G League Ignite too, that whole pyramid scheme.
No, dead ass, bro. And I'll say this, not to cut your knowledge, Carlos. This year specifically, I have a lot of friends who work in the grassroots, like recruitment, like prep basketball scene. This year specifically is such a down year talent wise, and a lot of people feel as though
this draft class,
this year more than any other got hit the worst from COVID, just due to how much basketball they miss, not being able to play on damn near half of their high school careers, whether it be in your local high school team, AU on the circuit, on the EYBL, Adidas Nation League. So it's just like,
I mean, I don't know. You hear that a lot. I will say, give it like 2 months, and they'll be like, "Oh, it's a sleeper draft," Also, I think a lot of the talent's going to come from overseas, and they're just not tape on a lot of those guys.
Well, I'm going to bring it back to the women, guys.
Also, Pistol Pete scored his points without a 3-point line. Just had to put that out there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Didn't he do it in 3 years?
He did it in 3 years.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Not to ruin anything Caitlin's doing,
but still, that shit crazy.
I'm just going to bring the point that I actually really agree, because one of the things that we do here at Play No Games is Don't Cap, where like that's what I'm hearing. Like, that is so factual when it comes to, that's all you hear. She broke the record. But let's be honest. College basketball, the reason why sometimes it succeeds just the NBA is the genuine storylines, the genuine story. And when it comes to her, that's literally what it is. And I think that's just dope for just one, because she's an athlete in the story, but just also good for like women where like I'm a casual when it comes to WA, and I'm a casual when it comes to, you know, the female side. So I think that is just helpful because the narratives that you hear from people are like, oh, it's boring. Like, but when you watch her game, she's pulling up from
30, 40 feet.
And you're like, all right, I can get behind this shit. I can get behind this shit. So I think you got to give a lot of credit to how women are developed and allowing them to just like tell a story where like the reason why Marvel's down the tube is like, we're not building the story rather than, oh, she's a woman, blah, 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 blah. We hear more about her game than her being a woman. She's just that good.
I think this is a great example of a butterfly effect. I think the way like the game has evolved, let's say like Stephen Curry, for example, changing the game, moving to such a 3-point dominant shooting has unintentionally impacted now how we see women's sports, where before where it's like, oh, it's boring to watch women's basketball, right? But now when they're pulling up from 35, we're like, oh, sick. Like Damian Lillard does that, but so does Caitlin Clark. So now, unintentionally, we've actually found a nugget within women's basketball that, like, the general basketball fan / maybe the one that normally wouldn't watch WNBA.
It's crazy you said it has leveled the playing field as far as the viewership experience because, you know, like in the early to mid 2000s, people were marveling as far as, like, you know, these athletes who could do like a 360 windmill in game, whereas now, like, if you look at the top 25 players in the NBA right now, I'm going to say at least probably 17 of them are elite 3-point shooters. So it's kind of crazy, yo, how she's like almost become a hated figure, but she never talks.
No, I don't know
That
where the
flop
hate's
was
really
crazy,
coming
though.
from. Oh, with the fan
I was
storm.
like,
Yeah.
girl, if you don't get your ass up.
Same with that guy from Duke.
Oh, he did. Somebody did
Something
that.
like that. And then like a couple days later, he threw that on windmill.
Hold on. Not too much.
Huh?
Not too much.
Not too much what?
I'm a Duke fan.
You're a Duke fan?
Not too much.
Here,
Celtics, Duke, Chiefs, Cowboys.
Yeah, no, but
Dodgers.
I can understand if she was on some like Grayson Allen, JJ Redick shit.
Tripping people.
Yeah, tripping people.
Wait, what did JJ ever do? Be white?
That motherfucker used to talk a lot of shit.
He did.
Like a lot of shit.
He did,
Fair,
man.
fair. That's why he's a good podcaster.
As a casual,
Yeah.
I even heard about that.
That was before my time.
Can I fact check something?
What's up?
Say specifically, how was that Celtic game last night?
Oh, you got jokes.
Live on air, too. Live
You
on
got
air.
jokes.
Live and direct. That's funny.
Wait, who's your team?
Say what?
Who's your team?
For what sport?
Basketball, the NBA.
Not a clue.
Not a clue? Okay. All right. Whoever it is, they're looking up at us right now still.
So I to kind of like swirl this just a little bit. I'm just curious, you know, how can the WNBA take a page out of what's going on? Because this is like a sweltering heat that has to be captured. Like this is like a timeless moment.
It's kind of impossible too, just because of the way their CBA is set up. Like for example, let's just say you own the Sparks, Rob, and you're a billionaire.
Jaguar Bob.
Yeah. No, but they have stipulations in their CBA where you as an owner could not charter a private plane for your team because it would create a unfair competitive advantage for Kaz, who may be a millionaire, but he may only have 5 M's in the bank. So he's literally penny pinching just to keep this team alive. So it's a combination of that, a combination, I don't think, of being able to leverage existing rivalries that have existed prior to them entering the WNBA, brand partnerships, whether it be, like with women's feminine products, Nike collaborations, there's limitless stuff that could happen that I just don't think the WNBA does a great job of, just because, say 80% of the owners just do this as a tax write-off and because they're bored.
Yeah. I'll say this also, and I think the NBA could take a big note from this. I think the Clippers are with their new arena. The WNBA, what they could do is take a note from college arena activity and college arena fan sections. I think the atmosphere in college sports is so similar to, let's say, like a European environment, where that's why like college sports are so popular, because it gets the fans involved, it gets everyone involved. if you ever go to an NBA game, it's almost like crickets. Like if it's like a regular season game, 10-point difference, you could have a casual conversation at this volume talking to your friend next to you.
Facts.
Because people are trying to be cool.
But bro, people look at me crazy all the time when I say this. I don't know if you've had the same experience, Cos. I would much rather, as far as just like a live sporting event, go to a Timbers game than I would a Blazer game.
110%. If you sit in the Timbers Army, you're going to be standing, you're going to be singing, you're going to be chanting.
Now that I can't do, but my
really?
my eardrums.
Okay.
I've done it a few times, but like now at this age.
Oh, okay.
I've heard great things about Timbers games.
It's a great experience, and it puts like electricity in you because you're like, yeah, like it just pumps you up.
No, it does for sure.
Versus like, I don't know. I go to NBA games and I'm like, I would have just rather watched this on the couch and eating like wings. Like I would have been more comfortable.
Half the time I'll maybe be like, all right, let me check my parlay real quick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
And just hit a 3 or something.
But that's why like the Clippers in their new arena, they're doing like the fan wall where everyone like has to cheer. I think that's what the WNBA can use.
I'm glad you brought that up because I definitely think where like certain like sports towns, like depending upon where you go, certain NBA,
It's too corporate.
Portland gets there during if the playoffs like before
important games.
certain NBA teams is I'm too cool to be school. We're supposed to be here. But I agree with y'all so much when it comes to the point of like making that fun where you think about like a Ducks game. Like I'm gonna say this, I went to the school anti-Ducks for just like a little bit because my mindset was like they ain't watching me play. So why am I gonna watch them play? I know. Weird.
You played a club sport. Like,
Stop
come on,
it.
man.
Shut up. That's how
why aren't the girls in my games?
I had the Patrick Beverly mindset. I was like, I'm trying to get somewhere. I was hungry. But, but like when you go to a Ducks game, right? Even now, like it's electric. It's electric. It's like we're all in this together. And that's why the European sports or sports out of the US, it's just like you grow up this, you adult this, and it's just a fun time.
Look, across, I know you were saying this may just be the case for, certain markets. Across the NBA, I feel as though basketball games at the professional level have almost just become a social event more than people going to actually watch the game.
For a regular season game, I'd say 100%. Why do you think? I would put it up as to like the amount of games.
I would say that also basketball is a fairly simple sport as far as the nuances of it. Like it's not hard to, as far as the entry point to understanding what's going on. One team goes down this way, they shoot. What I mean? Yeah. Whereas like football, it'd be hard for me to take a friend or a date who had no knowledge of a football game and for them to more than likely enjoy it just because it's so. And it's crazy because football is a pretty simple game. If you know how to
There's
play,
a lot of rules,
but when it's a lot of rules and the formations, everything going on. They're like, oh, why is this person? They swung back this way and they threw a pass. The
3 NBA teams that are most you're gonna get the bang for your buck when it comes to just chilling, relaxing with styling, and just like having that atmosphere. You got OKC, you got New York, and then I say, even though they lazily come, but when they there, the Heat.
I'd throw Sacramento in there. I think Sacramento has an amazing home court.
I like that they added the beam, though.
The beam and just those fans are always hungry for the team to be decent.
My Celtics,
Gets a little racy out there.
They're like, do it again, blacks.
I'll say Pacers, too. I think Indiana, when they're on.
So we're not going to... All right.
What? Huh?
So, no, we're going to say this about Boston, but Indiana just gets a pass.
No, Indiana will be... I'll put them as a racy crew.
Literally the home of the...
the home of basketball.
All right, do it again, blacks.
Something else.
Okay, I got you.
Did you putting Heat Nation up there? Heat culture up there?
When they're in there, they're in there. They
those
really
toxic
care.
fans.
Or actually, I'll swap with the Heat and say Cleveland.
Cleveland, the land?
Maybe.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
You know who's got the worst home court advantage in the league? There's 2.
Atlanta.
New Orleans and Charlotte. I think neither of those fan bases care about their team.
I'll tell you that.
I think New Orleans is going to lose that team. Because Smoothie King is coming to its end, and I don't think they want to build another one.
Possibly.
Go save him, Weezy F, baby.
That's all I'm saying.
As if Miss Benson kicks the can finally, but we'll see.
F stands for finisher. Weezy, go save him.
Anyways.
Anyway, yep. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break for my sponsor.
Well, welcome back, folks, to the Backseat Critics, and this week we're reviewing podcasts.
So specifically, the Play No Games podcast.
Again.
Once again, here we are. Andrew, what's your what moment?
I've got none.
You got
There's
none.
too many.
My what moment so far is how Tay looked at Andrew and asked him who his favorite basketball team is, not realizing that Andrew doesn't follow the
free
NBA.
agent.
He's a free agent. Joke's on him. Catch our new episode.
Oh, I was going to do 1 minute summary here.
Oh, 1 minute summary, go.
All right.
Sounds about right. Catch our new episode, Kung Fu Panda, coming this week.
We're back. Man, don't we love those guys? Great summary.
Yeah.
Anyway, go watch their Kung Fu Panda review.
They're like a bunch of Muppets.
Cowabunga. Anyways, let's get right into I meant to say skadoosh.
Yes. Oh,
We're back here.
No,
and
bro.
control the video.
Bro, no, you remember you watch Muppets? You remember the two judges?
Statler, Waldorf?
Yes.
Oh,
What do you think the name is from?
Yeah.
I didn't watch Muppets. I don't.
oh my gosh.
Literally, what the name's from.
That's you guys. That's them.
I'm
Hey,
sorry.
Wolford. They be doing that shit over there. Oh, shit. I'm sorry.
Wow.
That's crazy.
They're the Muppets.
All right. Should I just do the whole thing again?
No, keep going, bro.
We're
This is
keeping
good. This is
that.
great content. Come
I'm
on.
going to try to get like some Muppets and then put both of them in the
It's
These are people in the back, guys.
representation.
Accept that.
All right, so what's going on though?
What's going
Kyle?
on?
Okay. All right. So back to what we were going on about. Kanye came out and said to his fans, his little loyal beehive, don't buy the new Yeezys. Quoted saying, anybody who loves Ye, referring to himself, of course, will not buy these fake Yeezys. I never made these colorways. I'm not getting paid off them, and Adidas is suing me. Goes on to also say, all the new non-350s are corny, and everyone knows the 350s been corny. I'll let you guys go. I'll say my opinion as someone who has worked for Adidas, as someone who is a self-proclaimed fan.
Put your hand down, Cos.
I'm a fan of Kanye. I don't know. I think he's going off on this one. Here's the thing. Kanye, several years ago, when he was introducing the Yeezy brand, said he wants everyone to be able to own a pair if they want to. Well, guess what? Now, more than ever, if you want a pair of 350s, you can get them. They're going on general sale. There's no draw. Like, there are going to be plenty of stuff. Yes, Kanye's not associated with them anymore. But if you want a pair, go buy them. Like, do I think the 350's corny? Yeah, like it is a corny shoe at this point. But if you want them, please go buy them.
You know, I'm gonna take Paige out of Terry Cruz's playbook because I was recently watching his Club Shay Shay interview, and he talked about how he understands where people are coming from. Of like, hey, y'all didn't give me this money when I first signed that contract. Run me my stuff back. But he also kind of talked about, you know, what contract you signed. And we kind of look at Kanye, where once again, I have an understanding of how the market can go for someone of his melanin and breaking into the fashion industry. But like, when you sign that contract, you have to read what was there. And I know he didn't do that, and he's just trying to gain leverage. And I think for any contract that you sign, you have to have some gratefulness, because Adidas did help, even though Yeezy helped them more, in my opinion, because the culture that he brought. But at the end of the day, he knew what he was signing.
I'm gonna challenge you on that. I can't even say Yeezy helped them more with their streetwear department.
He definitely did.
No, he did, but Adidas has been a brand.
They needed him
Checks
though.
over stripes. They
They needed him
And
at that.
that wasn't a thing then, and it isn't a thing now.
They needed him at that time, though.
They need.
They did need him at that time, and I think it's helped the brand moving forward. If you look at models that are coming out now, specifically like the Dame 9, the Donovan Mitchell 6s, there's some Yeezy architecture in there.
The only reason, which is all fair points, the only reason why I say he still needed them more is because he self-admittedly did not have the capital to keep up with the production of actually starting his own clothing line.
I just hate to even go there. We're like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you may push back on this. I think he could have did it with Converse. I think he could have did that. It's just he didn't have the money. But what I'm saying, like, when we talk about culture, black culture, that is moving so many different needles where people in Japan are copying us and India are copying us, where that is just moving the needle of like having one of the greatest people. We even talked about this on your episode. He's influenced so many things.
Yeah, no, he has for sure. And I know you're saying he could have done that with Converse or whomever.
I think so.
All right, then why didn't you go to Puma? Because you know damn well that they would have told you, all right, we only have XYZ for you. You'll probably have better residual splits, but we don't have the capital to fund all your ideas of everything you're trying to do. You went to someone who already had built-in infrastructure.
What I'll say on this is, at the end of the day, I think Adidas took more of a risk going with Kanye than Kanye did going with Adidas. I think Adidas took the risk, and it did pay off, but also now they got bit in the ass with the whole controversy that happened last year. That's why they're suing him now, because they have all this excess stock and the brand that is essentially worthless. So at the end of the day, I think Adidas, if they want to sell Yeezy shoes that are leftover stock or Yeezy without, his design input with colors and all that stuff, they should be allowed to. Are they going to sell? I don't think so. I don't think they're going to sell very well because, of course, Ye fans, like I'm already, I follow these, these pages and they're like, all right, Yeezy slide dropping this week. And everyone's like, real Ye fans know not to buy this shoe, or like, come on, fam, we know not to buy this shoe. I'm like, dude, go fuck yourself.
You in
like,
the comments? You in the comments?
I'll read through them. I'm not posting shit.
He in the comments. He's like, bring Kanye, dear Kanye. I miss you.
Shut up.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I can't blame no fan for feeling that way, especially if you've been rocking with a person or an entity or any type of brand for a while. But at the end of the day, like I said, if it's a shoe you want, go grab it.
Also, Yeezy slides dropping this week on our Onyx colorways. Guess what? Kanye did make that colorway, so he can't say they're not his.
Yeah, he just may not be getting paid.
He's not getting paid. You know what? He shouldn't be. For what he said, he shouldn't.
Hey,
go buy the Vulture shirt for $20. Let's see who buys that, huh? Or those Yeezy slides.
Hey, Kim
socks.
Hey Kim, if you're listening right now, you wanna know how you piss off that man? Go work with Adidas.
Skims Adidas collab.
Skims Adidas.
Oh, that would be fire though. Some Skims Adidas underwear.
Bro, the Twitter rant we would get.
Oh my god, and it's just pure like Yeezy architecture, color palette, everything.
No, like imagine.
Oh my god.
Imagine, bro. And I know Drake isn't gonna do this at this point just because of some stuff that went awry with the rollout with Adidon. But could you imagine if Drake, for whatever reason, severed his relationship with Nike, picked up the Yeezy contract, and then him and Kim collabed on something?
Oh, crept down the block. Why did that go? Bro, I would have to fight him.
In reality, what they could do, which is even worse, is they just take the dead Yeezy brand, add Skims, all under Adidas. So it's like Yeezy Skims Adidas collection, and then Kanye can't do anything about it.
Bro, that rant would be legendary.
They're keeping me from my children.
Call Tristan. No, was it Travis? Call Travis. I will say this. I haven't genuinely, that's a lie. I laughed so hard watching that video. He's like, Travis was the only person that called me to tell me what my kid's birthday party was. That was genuine laughter.
Amazing.
Bro, that listening party where he's in red and he's just speaking to these imbeciles and he's like in this small room. It was just another reminder that he doesn't have any people in his life to say like, all right, bro, you are way too far.
No, too many yes men.
Yeah.
Watching those type of videos make me very afraid because those are real clout demons, bro. They're like, yeah, keep saying that. Yeah. And it's just like, whoa, like you're mentally unwell, mental health, where it's like you're that afraid of putting in the work. Because, Cos, if you lost your mind, I'll tell you.
Thank you.
That hoodie with them pants. Great relax fit. Love it.
Okay, thanks.
I didn't know where you was going with that. I was like,
I thought he was gonna roast me.
I wasn't. Well, fuck it. Are we saying more to this or no?
Why
does a Nocta suck?
Dr. Brand.
That's like Drake's Nike thing.
It's one
It's
pair.
weird.
It's like 2 pair of Noctas I like. It was like an all purple pair that dropped, I want to say a year or so ago. And then the ones that look like the 97 Zoom flights.
They're like carbon fiber black ones.
Yeah. Those actually.
Those are alright.
The thing is, I think they would only look fire with sweats.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, 100%. But like, I don't know, like they also did the Nocta Tech Fleece with like the baggy bottoms.
Yeah.
I think those did pretty well. They have the Nocta gloves, you know.
Fuck, I hate those shits. If you wear one glove, you're a loser. Gosh.
What about 2 gloves? 2 gloves and a short sleeve. Real soccer style. The Bandem style.
Batman.
Anyways, next topic.
He's out because the next few weeks is gonna be fast paced for me picking up steam. The show has got a lot of stuff coming for y'all, but I got interesting topic. I was on Instagram today, y'all, and there's this show talking about the top tier worst villains, or I'm gonna say worst or best villains, right? Top tier best villains in all cinema.
Yeah.
And the person literally said Jenny from Forrest Gump, and he broke down why Jenny is just a top tier villain.
Mm-hmm.
Have any of y'all seen Forrest Gump?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
That's a class, bro. I feel like if you haven't at this age, so you just.
Andrew, have you watched Forrest Gump?
I swear to God, if.
He hasn't.
No.
Bro, what the hell? How are you a movie critic?
That's what makes him a good critic. He's honest. You guys should do Forrest Gump. All right.
I've literally said this for years, just not on camera. Jenny from Forrest Gump is a top tier Thanos villain.
She's a terrible human being.
Terrible human being. You don't string that poor mentally challenged.
Think about this. A woman who you've been chasing after your entire life.
Yeah.
Entire life. From a kid up until high school. She's like dating around. Y'all go to college together. You're trying to give her some flowers. You walk in on her getting knocked down in the back of a car in pouring rain when she's supposed to be on a date with you. Then going to have college success as a running back at Alabama. She's still not giving you no play.
She's at the Black Panther party.
You go to the war. She still ain't wrote your ass to let her back. You then finally, after she done did all this BS throughout her life, sleep with her. She withholds the fact that you have a child and introduces you to your son when he's 6 years old. And I don't know if it's implicitly said, they kind of imply that she had HIV.
Very implied.
So like,
Really?
did Forrest
I didn't pick
then
up.
like, is he walking around with HIV? So you told me the first time you gave me some.
Where's Kevin Samuels when you need him?
Yeah, you gave me the one I can't get rid of.
Is she a villain or is this the average male experience?
Oh, wow.
So today's topic to ease us out is what's not gold like Marvel villains. We want to know villainous people who just need their shine.
From in movies?
And movies.
movies?
TV
Okay.
shows count too.
TV shows too. I know where you go.
Oh, and then are we also including like the clinically insane? Because there's some people.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, all right.
Christoph Waltz in Inglourious Bastards, I think, is an amazing villain when he's trying to find the Jew. Where is the Jew? I think he does a phenomenal job in that movie. He doesn't do anything scary, but the way he talks and the way he interacts, I think, is very terrifying.
Word. I got two just off the top of my head. I'm spitballing right now. One would be Bishop from Juice. He literally just crashed out. Like there was really no reason. I swear to God, they were just having a normal day. Then this guy just snaps because he goes on a power binge and kills two of his friends for whatever reason.
When the hate don't work, they start telling lies.
Absolutely. And And his last person, and you know, me and you have had conversations about this multiple times. Like this individual, honestly, is I have no words. Just deplorable, disgusting to even think about some of the shit she did. But med school from the game, so just the whole dynamics of their relationship. When you really stack up who was doing what, if you know you had to do a tally mark strike as far as bad stuff that one person was doing, it's like a 10-1 ratio. I swear to God, between testing Derwin's son behind his back. If you proposed to a woman on national TV and y'all been together for years, she moved cross country with you. If she accepted on national TV, then y'all got home and she said no, is the relationship still happening?
Oof, no.
There's that. Sleeping with my man's arch nemesis from college.
Thank you.
Then getting caught on a date from paparazzi. So when I'm already what was he, like a 5th round pick or something crazy like that?
Something like that.
Real low. So the paparazzi already taking pictures of this, and I got to deal with this in the locker room when I'm still trying to even make the team. You wasn't supportive of his career pursuits, which I understand. You have your own thing going on when you were supposed to go to Johns Hopkins. But let's be real, it took you about 7 years to graduate from med school. So if you couldn't do it at USD, you damn sure wasn't gonna do it at Johns Hopkins.
I appreciate that.
So yeah, she's just like trash individual.
All right, I got a couple. My one is another Tom Hanks movie. I've been watching actually a lot of Tom Hanks movies as of recently. The Terminal. In The Terminal, there was like the boss of like the airport, and Tom Hanks' character, was trying to get through to New York City, but he couldn't go because there was a war in his country, and like, all right, I'm not a TSA person, but Tom Hanks' character ain't a terrorist. Everyone can see that they're in war, and he's trying to, like, I don't want to spoil The Terminal because it's a good movie.
It's based off of a real story.
It's based off a real story?
A guy got stuck in the Charles de Gaulle airport for like 10 years.
Really?
Essentially because he left Iran when he wasn't supposed to, going to London, and London wouldn't accept him. So he was stuck.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
He was stuck in the Charles de Gaulle airport in Paris for like 10 years, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even fucking know that.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
There's like a whole YouTube documentary about it. It's really interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
So legally, he was stuck there.
So all I'm just saying is, he could have just let him go, but he was just being I get he was doing his job, but he was just being a dick. Like, what really got on my nerves, what was so villainous, the dude found a way to feed himself at the airport, and then he hired somebody to do a job to stop getting. So like he would get like coins and shit. So he just hired a person to like.
Wait.
What?
Can we have a villain pick here?
Of course.
Yeah, go ahead.
The movie critics.
Fuck off. I'm finished.
Let him finish his thought.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Man, why you cutting his knowledge, bro?
Exactly. Thank you. All I'm saying is, I understand you trying to do a job, but like when you eat, sleep, and breathe your job, like it was just like he wasn't being a Karen, but he was being a Kevin. I'm like, nigga, give it up.
Kevin.
He was a fucking. I was just such a villain, such a big ass villain.
Also, Jason Momoa in Fast X is really, really good.
Y'all seen The Count of Monte Cristo?
No.
No.
All right.
Backseat Critics. Have either of you seen that movie?
Unfortunately.
Fernand Mondego. He'd be up there for me too.
Critics, do you have one? Yeah. There's a movie 2002. Paid in Full. You guys know Rico?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't say he's a villain per se.
He's for sure a villain.
Is he really?
Okay, you want
What makes him bad?
You want him back up?
Yeah.
We'll go Nurse Ratchet.
She's for sure not a villain.
Nurse Ratchet?
Nurse Ratchet's not a villain.
Nurse Ratchet is 100% a villain.
She saved two people's lives in that movie. I mean, the show.
And Homie Shaquille.
In the show?
Yeah.
We're talking the movie.
Oh, you're talking the movie.
Yeah, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the show Ratchet?
No, I've not.
It's Netflix. You should check it out.
Netflix.
I know
You don't have Netflix.
Does anybody actually pay for their own Netflix?
Huh?
I got one more villain for y'all, and then I'm done.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Y'all gonna get on me for this one. Robin Williams and Miss Doubtfire.
He's the villain.
He's a villain.
He's a villain.
He should have never let it get this crazy.
That's fair. He's a failed father.
He's a failed father. Like
I had to pretend to be a woman.
The greatest comeback story of all time.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. It's the greatest comeback story of all time. But you put yourself three down 3-1. You was down. You a villain to make a person take your kids away. Come on, man. And then you get on her for making a decision.
That's fire.
Come on.
I think you're right there. Him and Flubber. Wow.
Or Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Villains.
I got one for you. What's Shorty's name? I think it's
R.P.
Journey Smollett. She was in Charlie.
Juicy Smollett?
Nah, you funny as hell. Nah, it's actually his sister though.
Okay.
She plays in Tyler Perry's movie Temptation. So if you ever seen the movie, I'll give you a quick synopsis.
I don't watch BT.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. That's where I expect the Tyler Perry movie to be.
Whoa, what else you expect?
Is that a bad expectation?
What else? What else, huh? There's Romania channel.
My parents do have a Romanian cable box, yeah.
RET.
Shout out to my Romanian mom and dad. I like her.
Quick synopsis though. So it's a square guy, him and his wife, they live in real casual lives. She gets a temp job at this Fortune 500 company. She lets this very debonair, smooth CEO kind of just, whisk off her feet. So she ends up having an affair with him and then leaves her husband. So she's taking private jets, eating caviar, so forth and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Dude ends up beating the shit out of her, having her on drugs, all the types of shit. Then she tries to go back to her husband, and he's like, I want nothing to do with you.
Mm-hmm.
End of the movie, justice is served. She gets HIV.
Oh, that's a genuine.
That's hilarious.
That's a
she
genuine
gets
laugh
HIV
right
at the end?
You know what's crazy? He's working at a pharmacy, and she wasn't supporting him. And then he's the lead pharmacist at the end of the movie. It's like maybe like 15 years removed, and she's coming in for a prescription, and he's like, all right, so we have a. Oh. And then she looks down and sees he's been remarried since they divorced.
Dude, that's fire.
You're a villain. You're a villain.
I am a villain. Last one, Willem Dafoe, Spider-Man, Green Goblin.
He was not a villain. He was a hero.
With that mask.
Oh, man. There's this Spider-Man
memes coming out of there.
There's part where he slaps Spider-Man
on the head.
Yeah, he's like, dummy, stop chasing girls. I always say that to some of my friends.
That was so good. Oh my god.
Super random, and then we'll end. Super random.
What's up?
If your life depended on it, you're in a cage. Do you think you can win against a Jaguar?
Hell no. What the? Are you crazy?
I'm just.
No.
Okay.
Give me
crocodile.
No. Give me
the crocodile's not in water though.
Give me like a bobcat maybe.
I don't even know if I want that.
It's like 3 feet long. I think I can somewhat handle a 3 foot long cat.
RJ's got one.
Okay.
Oh, you got one real quick, RJ?
You got to give me. I would say a monkey, but monkeys move kind of fast.
Dude, monkeys will rip your face off. That's the first thing to do.
I'm trying. Bro,
that's like when Arian Foster said he could beat a cheetah in a race. Remember that?
You might know him. My boy, everybody, a lot of people know him as Snook. His real name Brian Archie. All right, anyways, he's a year older than me, under you. But Snook was saying for a while he felt like him and 5 guys could take on a gorilla.
No.
Oh my god.
You want to talk about ignorance? Yeah, that ignorance is bliss. Y'all don't
like the amount of the best thing in that scenario would be you die because the amount of hospital bills you would have and the cash you would be in from the neck down.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't actually. This is actually one of my fears. Like people, when you go to the zoo, you're like, "Oh, lions and feeding time." I get spooked at the gorilla cage because when they're looking at me, they're looking back at you, they're like, "Nigga, what?" And have y'all ever seen gorillas get hyped live? No, watching grills get hyped live, you're like, God damn, is this glass?
I was saying they hit
safe?
the glass, and you see the glass is this thick, when you like, damn, that shit made like a small indent.
And if you get that one that knows that this is just modern day slavery for animals, he's just like, and he's like, keep throwing that shit over here. I don't fuck around with gorillas, bro.
Where did this whole locked in a cage with a Jaguar come from? Just a random?
Just random.
Random side tangent on that. Remember back in like 2009 when them dudes fell in the tiger's cage in San Francisco?
Or when the tiger, is that when the tiger jumped up? And
No.
Okay.
They jumped in there trying to like fuck around.
Okay.
I have no sympathy for people who die.
No.
From situations like that.
And I think fact checking, you don't have to, but I believe this is true. I remember this where different story. Dude was throwing stuff at the tigers in the California, and then the tiger jumped up like a 70-foot wall and just killed him and laid down. And I was like, these animals,
They know.
Mm-hmm. And he was like, I just want you, and killed him. It was like, I'm gonna die, but you coming with me.
Are you taking a grizzly or a silverback in a fight?
Grizzly. People. Once again, going back, a chimp can fuck y'all up.
Where are we at?
Ooh.
That determines a lot for me.
Like open field.
Open field. Okay. I'll probably tell you grizzly ain't, because bears run.
Dude, and bears are hella strong.
That's it.
And tall.
So first off, RJ's was Tay from Play No Games. And
I'm the villain.
100% no. I respect you.
All right, I'm deep diving into the KD role. I got it.
What?
The
KD, Kevin Durant.
Kevin, it's a basketball player.
All right. San Francisco 2007. I don't know if that's the one that you're actually talking about, but that is the one I found where 3 teens were killed where a tiger leapt up.
Oh, he got 3 bodies.
He got 3 bodies. So
assuming they
got
used
the first one, and I guess other 2 stayed to help.
Oh, because they were throwing shit in there, weren't they?
That's what they were saying was like, there's no way that cat would have been jumped up
Because they
high out of the enclosure without being provoked.
exactly.
And
So if we took a group trip to the Oregon Zoo, and let's just say, for shits and giggles, Andrew was getting attacked by.
I'll be like, bro, that's crazy. I don't know if I can do nothing.
Was getting attacked by a tiger. Y'all helping?
No, I'm sorry.
If I have a steel chair,
Yeah, what do I get? Do I get a shotgun? Do I get something?
What if I recorded and we made a movie out of that and then we reviewed it?
thanks.
Oh my
I'm sorry.
God. The same ending as Grizzly Man.
Or Coke.
I mean,
You can have your
technically, you'd really be the villain then.
you can have your Revenant moment.
Your Revenant moment.
There you go.
Your Grizzly Man moment.
Oh, good. Oh,
Cocaine
good.
Bear.
Oh, good. That's fine. You'd still be the villain though.
How am I the villain?
You shot
I'm
it.
media.
You shot it.
You shot it.
I'm media. No, I would shoot it and then I would shoot it. See, like that's all.
That's not saving me. That's actually the villain.
I'm so glad he knows he's gone.
You're like, let me.
Like
make
wait,
some
5
progress.
more minutes. 5 more minutes. Hold on. 5 more minutes.
That's a villain.
No, and then I would help you at the end.
When I'm dead.
No, you.
I'm to the parking lot by then.
That would just
Look
be.
at me.
he's
How long do you
abandoned.
think I'm surviving?
Well, if he's provoking it, I'm
Look, you look like you go to the gym. I'd give you like
30 seconds.
30.
You're running here.
30, 40 seconds.
They go for the neck. That's where they start.
You said monkeys?
No, the tiger.
Oh, okay. I was about to. Well, they
tiger-
actually could. A human. They
No,
actually
the
could.
monkey. The monkey goes for your face and then your genitalia. That's not a line. They rip off your genital and then your face.
Oh,
Damn.
Is it weird that I kind of want a pet monkey?
That's weird.
Jesus Christ.
No, I do. I like on some like. On
What
some,
the fuck
some-
is going on
on
back
some
there?
extravagant stuff. I want a pet
On
monkey.
some extravagant. No, dude, the pet monkey would be a nightmare.
Oh, that's
a
why I want a pet
fucking
monkey.
nightmare.
I want a
Having
pet
a-
monkey. I already got a name picked out.
Dude, he'd take his shit, throw it everywhere.
No, my monkey will be trained. I'll send him to the same place that they send my dog.
Have a cat guardian.
What are you gonna call him?
Bubbles.
Cobra Bubbles.
I'll
All
call him
right.
Cartier Bob.
Oh shit, that's fire.
And it's too late in the episode. Cos, I'll let you get one. Anywho, if you like what we're doing, like, comment, subscribe. We out.
Yeah, thank you.
Y'all. Till next week.
Probably wondering if I think of you. Sorry, I'm for the bag right now. Yeah, I'm for the bag right now. Yeah, for the bag that I never had. Yeah, you probably mad right now. Yeah, I got a 2-piece now. But shit, I think they call them groupies now.